Yeah, I was able to get our first appointment for our new IT client over in St. Louis. It's a home health service company. They were looking at their contract coming up at the end of the month, maybe renegotiating services, seeing if we might be a better fit for them. So I'm excited about it.
So I got a appointment for my client in Denver. Should be a good one for us. They had 25 users. She didn't know the server count, but she had expressed some pains that they were having. They were having internet issues, like connecting through the internet, and then also just communication problems with the current MSP. So hopefully, we have a great meeting with them. Scheduled it for this upcoming Monday.
I set an appointment for my roofing client in Kansas City. It was with an apartment complex. They got a new property management company took over, and they're trying to get set up with all their vendors and get all their inspections taken care of. So we're going to go out towards the end of the month and hopefully do some preventative maintenance for them as well.
So good morning for the pod. All my team members, everyone except me, pulling their weight today. But Teddy had a nice little RDX. If you want to get us rolling here, Teddy.
Yeah, I got an appointment earlier for our janitorial client in Salt Lake City. Was calling this one branch of this industrial company, and he said referred me to a new branch that's opening up. Got in touch with their branch manager, and he's actively looking for bids. They're looking to open up in about couple weeks here, so should be a pretty decent appointment.
Emma had one for her janitorial client.
Yep, it's for my client in Baltimore. It's like a church and school. I have been talking to him for months, like since earlier this year, and the timing wasn't right, but now they want us to come out and quote the school, so we're gonna go out there next week.
And Maddie had one in Ohio.
Spoke with the director of facilities for a pretty large church. Currently they're looking at some projects for next year, so we're going to be going out next week to bid.
Yeah, I got one for my Denver HVAC client. It was a charter school. They don't have a maintenance agreement in place, and so they handle all their stuff in-house, and they're looking to outsource, but they've never worked with an HVAC contractor before, so we're headed out there next Tuesday to provide them a maintenance quote.
Tell them about the
update
on the proposal too.
My roofer down in Tucson, I just got off the phone with the operations director at a church, and he was looking to get the work started and completed in October, so we're able to resend that quote over to him. So we should hear back within the next week or two.
I'm calling my shot on Portland, and I got two yesterday that I can talk about. One for my manufacturing software client in Indianapolis. I spoke with this guy over in Ohio. They have a few different locations, got operations in Mexico. Always interested in hearing more, opportunities. And I got one for my Albany client. It's with the GM of a pallet manufacturing company. I spoke with him a couple weeks back. He was in the car. He said that they actually had shopped around in the past, so there's some obvious pain points there. They got an in-house guy as well, about 20 users, so I got that one set for when he gets back from vacation on the 13th.
Yeah, I got a really good one at the end of the day yesterday as well. Spoke with the VP of a construction company. It's for my IT company out in San Jose. Was open to looking at other options, so I think we've set that meeting for next week. And then I'll be calling my shot for my roofer in Phoenix as well.
Pod's doing great. I think Christian's got two. I think Aaron's got one. I'm falling a little short on that side, but I think I'm gonna have a big afternoon. So calling my shot in Tennessee. And where are you calling your shot?
Chicago. I got two appointments today for my client in Florida. First one was someone I spoke with last week. It's a local manufacturer. It's the IT director. He said to send an email with the flyer to see if there was something they'd be interested in meeting with. Followed up with him on the phone today. He said, thanks for following up. He actually would love to have a conversation with us. Wanted me to get with them over email. So we responded over email at the time. I think they're around like 50 users, so it should be a good one for next week. And then I scheduled another one today. It was actually with an orthodontist right next to my client physically, so like they were literally like 20 feet away from them, and he's meeting with them today. Some project work, so it should be pretty good.
So I set one up for my Florida client too, West Palm. Should be a really good one actually. So I called the guy that transferred me over to the IT manager, and Apparently they have 200 users, 3 locations, and he was saying that just better service is what really coming.
Roger, you look like
So
you're
I said that for my clients on Monday, so it should be able to.
We're doing pretty good. I know Danny's got us started. Me and Marge are still working on finding our first today. We're down. Ben's on PTO, but we're making do. I've heard some good conversations. I'm still gunning for one later today. I'm going to be calling New Hampshire, probably up in Appleton as well. But yeah, I'll let Danny tell you about his appointment, and then Marge can tell you what she's working on.
I got one for my client out in Bradenton, 50 users, both in the cloud and have local servers. Gonna have the president and their IT guy on the call with our client to kind of see what they can go over, what could be improved and what could become better within their IT.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get one for my St. Louis roofer. That'd be cool.
Time flies when you're having fun, so it's a busy morning. But yeah, I just had a pretty good call. Not an appointment yet. I'm actually waiting on like 3 or 4 emails, so it could be a big afternoon. Blake's on the board today, though. Blake, what'd you do?
I got one for my guy in Texas, Northeast Texas. We're going out to take a look at a livestock auctioning house. They got like 144,000 square foot roof. It's metal, but it's old and needs to be replaced.
Jared, you got anything you're working on? Breaking news. 2 minutes ago, got an email happy with my California guy. So yeah, it's with someplace near my California client, and he was at a luncheon and he met one of the administrators of this business who said, hey, we could use some IT stuff. So I just kind of connected the dots for him. I got him in touch over email, and he said, hey, 10 a.m. next Wednesday, they're going to chop it up.
I'll go my Colorado roofer. Yeah.
Big squad's kind of popping off. Everybody's on the board except for me. Got some FOMO. I did have 5 yesterday, but whatever. Or on Tuesday, but my bad. I got some warm leads following up on today. Probably snag 1 or 2. I'll let these guys, I guess, talk about theirs.
I got an appointment with my East Coast client today. It's a rubber roof, about 20,000 square feet. Said a lot of leaks, no good. Gonna have to probably do a recoat, possibly even a re-roof.
Got 2 for my client in Dallas who was in Tyler, now moved to Dallas, so starting off really strong. One of them was yesterday, apartment complex, shingle. They're replacing 2 buildings a year, so we were going to put in a bid for this year, and then so that we could recurring every year put our bid in. And then just got one today, TPO roof, active leaks, looking for some different quotes.
I got one from my IT client in Kansas who's with assisted living facility. I talked to the administrator. They have 13 users. Their contract is up for renewal next month. And she said she was going to send me their current contract, so that'd be really nice, but that's set up for next Wednesday.
Hot start over here. We each got a great appointment this morning. I'll start with mine. Spoke to an IT director. He oversees 4 different companies, manufacturers, suppliers, distributors in Wisconsin and Illinois. Guy basically just spilled the beans for 14 minutes straight on everything he needs. Long conversation, so super excited about it, taking place Monday morning, so should be a quick turnaround.
Got a good one for my client out in Kansas City. We are meeting with a law firm, talked to the office manager. Actually spoke with her this time last year when we first picked up Kansas City. So they are open to an apples-to-apples comparison as far as IT cybersecurity. Should be a good one.
I had one for my client this morning. It was with a government agency, state government agency. It was about 450 users, 35 locations, and about like 75 servers. Meeting with the head of IT infrastructure there, so that should be really good.
Teammates been popping off today. We got 2 on the board. Had a pretty good end of the month. So far in the week, we're killing it. Logan got an email happy from his client in Hawaii and decided to respond at 4 a.m. their time. So we got that one locked up. Madison got one for Colorado Family Roofing. We're getting proposals out. A lot of verbals coming through, but super excited about what the team's been doing so far.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good appointment. I was just so excited to respond to it that I decided to send them over the time that worked for us, and not realize it was probably 3:30 in the morning their time. But it's about 21,000 square feet. They're looking at an estimate on the building's roof, maybe even a full re-roof. So it should be a pretty good appointment as long as he's not too sketched out by the time I'm responding to his email.
Good. I got an appointment for my Colorado roofer yesterday, 50,000 square feet, active leaks apartment complex. Today I got another appointment for him for a 70,000 square foot apartment complex. Should be a good one. Also, he has a proposal out for $120,000 and that should close this week.
I've had a few good conversations today. I'm gonna call my shot on JC's Tech and All In Technology.
Here's pitching. They're sounding good. Got a pretty good show rate through the first 2 days of the month, so I'm happy with that. We're 5 out of 10 so far. 7 of the people made it over to Sam, which is really good. We're gonna have some cancels, we're gonna have some no-shows, that's all right. As long as we're above 50, trending towards 60%, I think that's really where we can be. I think you had your first no-show ever.
Yep.
Sad day. Sad day. So that's, a really good start for Brendan. But let's talk about the 4 we got yesterday.
First talk, pretty cool. Feels passive, like didn't have to get on the phone for it. So
that's what John produced feels like.
Yeah.
Tell you what, man, most of the time they don't show up anyway.
A Hawk is a 3-sentence email designed to schedule a meeting. We send out quite a few of them. So it's always cool when you get a meeting from an email you sent a week ago or a few days ago or something. What about you, Nolan? What about yours?
Mine was a no-show, and it was this influencer out in Waco, and ended up kind of being a little bit of a messy situation. So.
It's all right. It's important to get the owners, right? So if an owner no-shows you, it's like, oh, he got busy. But if like the influencer no-shows you, it's like, oh shit. What am I doing? What happens though? And then Eddie, you got a...
I got two.
Two.
Yeah. I got a roofer and an HVACer. One's for tomorrow, one's for Monday. I don't remember exactly how the calls went. I've slept. But I do remember they were both like, they listened to everything I had to say, so they seemed pretty good.
Yeah, so we're building good momentum. We're getting Sam pitching, which is the most important thing. Not everyone's going to be a buyer, but if Sam doesn't even have a shot, right, we'll never know. So even the ones that we got over to Sam that ended up being canceled, we'd still rather have that than just a whole bunch of nothing going on. So what do you got cooking, Sam?
Just to lead off on that, like guys that you send over live transfer or appointment, it's a phone call. They're basically just like if I was making a decision. Hang on 1 second.
It's got a close call here coming up as well, which I think should be pretty good. You were pitching, Nick. You got a good one?
I talked to a company that's super interested in working with us. They just lost their 2 biggest accounts though, so it's going to be a few months before he would be ready to rock and roll. But yesterday I had some good meetings, so people like having the option at 12 months, 24 months again, a little bit more receptive. Pitched a guy last month that I got the 36-month term right at the top of the agreement. He was like, I've seen all I need to see. So nice to have options again, but let's have a big month.
Fresh start. I'm really happy for October. I like a lot of the changes we made to the agreement. Did we cover that in the intermission yesterday? I don't think we did. We added back the 12-month and 24-month options, and then if they waive their terms, they can get it down to $42.50. So it's really nice.
So if they do 1 year, then they're going to have a price increase when they renew. So we still want to get long-term deals, and the value of that is their price stays the same for the duration of the agreement.
Good stuff. So if we serve them up, Nick and Sam have got a really good shot at least getting them deep in the conversation, getting to the agreement. But I think too, one thing, if you see if someone's really wanting to take a meeting with you, and they seem fairly interested, they know the price and all that stuff, but we've got an unaccepted meeting on the calendar, we can go ahead and double up on unaccepted meetings. Right now, if one's accepted, let's not book over that. But unaccepted appointments or invites on Sam's calendar, and you've got a good appointment who will accept, go ahead and double book that. Right? Really shoot for the 48-hour window, and that will help keep that show rate high. That's it. That's all I got.
This morning I've just been in the swag closet almost all morning just trying to, I have to unbox all of that stuff, so I've been working on that. And then Laura's here, we're going to go over the calendar so we can get that out today or tomorrow. And then I got some expense receipts I need to look up for Aaron. Other than that, that's it for me.
Yeah, so I did a post about the Sugar Fire food truck that turned out great. Love the footage. And then I'll probably be doing a daily recap this afternoon and then grading the partner appointments, and I'll be grading Arsenal after that. And then doing my 10 out of 10 shout outs, meeting with Balto at 4 with Cameron, just to kind of go over some stuff that we've noticed and help make additions to it and make it more intuitive for when I do use it to grade eventually. And then I think that's it.
This morning I just did a little bit of work on one of our mechanical clients' site. He is utilizing our media services, and we have 2 videos now, so I went ahead and got that added to his site since it was posted on social media earlier this week. And then, like usual, I'm back to working on a roofing template for our next roofing client.
Got some social posts scheduled for Arsenal for the Blues games that happened this past week, and just working on one of our IT clients' websites out of Chicago.
I went through and verified all the Apple trade-in devices that we had for the MacBooks that we're trading in, just because they had a few of the serial numbers wrong. Went through and verified their condition, so hopefully getting 42 of those traded in. And then working on getting the access points documented. Found out there's one downstairs that we had plugged in. It's not actually in the management system, so I had to reset it back up. And then I'm going through and setting all that Apple TVs up to be locked to the access point that's closest to them. That way there's not issues with the music playing because they like to jump around from the access points if they're close enough. But that's what I got going on.
Yeah, so today I had a meeting with a current client that had some questions about their reports and wanted me to create some, so I'm working on that project. Should be done by next Tuesday for them. And then I also did the full audit of our invoices, so that's completed and matches my spreadsheet to Salesforce. And then I will be having a couple meetings this afternoon. One will be a wrap-up call from a client that went live. And then I also have a Balto Q&A that I'm looking at doing as well.
I'm working with Velocity to finish cleaning up some remaining HSA accounts. There's about 3 or 4 that need to be activated and populated with some money. And we'll be good.
Yes, I'm working on the custom sort order for the funnel chart. Getting pretty close, just some styling I got to finish up, and then I'm going to work on a bucketing group for a second chart within that funnel chart.
Ring Central integration, it's mostly just back-end work right now. So I'm trying to get the Ring Central calls logged into our database and just kind of making sure that works correctly and always saves. So.
Just got one for my California client. This is my first email appointment, and my director had met this gentleman at a luncheon, so I basically called, connected the dots, and kind of put him in touch via email. So we just shared our resources with him, and it should be a pretty good one here.
I got one today from my Chicago IT client. I spoke with the IT manager at this dental supply company a month and a half ago about they couldn't really make any changes at that time, but they wanted to follow up at the beginning of quarter 4. Spoke with them again today, got something scheduled for next week. They don't really outsource for like their MSP, but they do outsource for certain projects and things like that. So we're really just going to have a discussion to see if we can fit in and be a resource for them over there. About 200 users, 4 servers, 2 locations. So we're excited to see where the opportunity goes.
I just got an appointment for my IT company out in Destin. 30 users, hybrid, so use cloud and local servers. They currently are with MSP, but are always open to hear from local providers as well. So set up the meeting for October 10th to kind of show them who we are and the services we provide, and hopefully get something from that.